let's do this bit. What's that? Oh, I've got to just, I don't know. Let me know down below or something. Oh, God damn it, whatever.
What am I doing? Nobody knows.
It's hard to say. It's a wild place, the internet, isn't it? Hey, listen up, champions. There's been quite a few people in the comments saying things like that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Which is, you know, it's understandable. The swearing, very much part of my brand, fuck sake. If I don't do this now, if I don't edit out the fucks and shits, I get told off, they restrict my videos, blur the thumbnails. And if I want more champions to see my stuff, this is kind of what I've got to do. Please understand that I don't like it any more than you do. But if you can hang in there, I've got a bit of a solution. I'll tell you at the end of the thing, we can worry about it then. Let's start with this. This is what we're not fucking eating. This. I'm going to say it, jar sauce. And this very much fits in the get fucked window. This jar of dog shit tells me that it's Hollandaise. Is that right? With a touch of lemon. With a touch of fucking lemon scented garbage bag. That's what it fucking tastes like. You know where lemon scented garbage bags go, don't you? In the bin. Ow. That was loud. People are terrified of making hollandaise, and that's fair enough because often it turns into fucking scrambled egg. But there's an easier way, and I'm going to show you that way. And there's plenty of other people that have done it this way. I'm not some breakthrough scientist here. Let me pay it forwards and show you how to make absolutely kick-ass hollandaise. I'll show you how to poach an egg too. Let's do it. I know what you're asking yourself now. You're like, oh, when's this going to end? What goes in the dish? That goes in there. It was an interesting choice of noise. That's right, we're very silly billies here. Screenshot it, drop kick it into the fucking garage door and give a flippin' shivers. All right? Let's make hollandaise. Very nice. Right. This is what you're gonna need, and that's almost it. Probably know this bit too. Oh, it's quite the show, isn't it? This is it. See how fucking easy this is. You didn't see that. Separating egg yolks is easy. Crack the egg and you send it back and forth in between the cracked bits of shell, and then boom, bang, boom, boom. Bladder skater, nothing but net. You can use 2 yolks if you like. You probably get away with 1. So if you're short on eggs, don't stress too much. I'd probably recommend 2 yolks, but I'll drink that later. Butter, boom, in there. On here, melt it. Don't get too extra with your butter melting. I mean, I would microwave mine, but it's busy in there. While that's buggering around, let's do this bit. Good thing about hollandaise, it goes with lots of stuff. You can put like extra things in and out of it that make it things like béarnaise. One thing I can say about the internet is you've obviously got it because you're looking at this. If you're wondering what things go with things, I don't want to pretend that I know everything about this because I don't. Off you big whinger. Maybe 1/3 of a lemon, good for juicing. Just saying. You just say a lot of things, don't you, Bullhead? I'm going to put in a bit of cayenne pepper. I love it with this. Gives it a bit of a kick. Don't get too carried away. Don't use all of it. Better save it for that juice cleanse. It's definitely working. Butter's melted. Good timing. For anyone who's tried to make hollandaise the other way, double boiling it, this is going to give you the shits if you haven't tried it because it goes. Turn it on. Slowly. Keyword, Kerry. Nice and slow. If you dump it in too quick, it'll split. Just dribble it in. I could try and flex. It's sick. Making this harder. Being a fuckwit makes things harder. That's it. That's literally it. If you don't believe me, fine. Might have a few bubbles in there, but that is ridiculous. Look at this. Bloody lovely. Thanks. If it's too thick, you can put a little bit of warm water in there, thin it out. Job done, son. You could just tip hollandaise all over a plate and call it a day, but I kind of like it with poached eggs and shit, so let's do that. A big whinger too over here. So as you do go on, I used to get called jabberjaws a lot when I was a kid. It was correct. There's about, I don't know, a bit over an inch of water in there. Let's say an egg's height. As deep as my finger goes to there. But I've got massive hands, so if you also have massive hands, then keep them out of my breakfast. Turn it on. Now when it comes to eggs, it's all about freshness. They have to be fresh. Have to be fresh. Have to be fresh. 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 Have to be fresh. If they're not fresh, this will fucking go to shit. And it won't be your fault. Problem is once eggs get a little old, that they tend to like separate. They're like, no, I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't like yolk. I don't like white. I don't like it. It's an unusual channel that I'm watching on the internet. When you pick up a box at the shops, right, and you have a look at the eggs, have a look on the top and it'll tell you the date. Look for the furthest date away. Oh my gosh, that's so fucking ages away. Those are coming home. Next thing you do with the box is if it says cage eggs, fucking drop kick that shit at the roof, because fuck cage eggs. Be nice to the chickens. They're giving you eggs for fuck's sake. The least you can do is let them cruise around and hang out with their mates, you fucking dickhead. All right, calm down, champ. So another little thing you can do if you're a bit concerned about the egg, and I'll show you. This is the trick. So what you can do is crack it into the sieve, and any silly shit that we don't need, that's pretty good. That thinner stuff, that's the stuff you don't want. All right, and in here you go. I'm putting the eggs in the water, which should be at 82 degrees or something bizarre like that. Don't worry about that. Look, you can be a bit of a pedantic Peter and you can try and get exactly 82 and poach your eggs in that water and you'll love yourself sick because you've nailed it. Trying to get 82, particularly out of this thing, I don't think so. Somewhere around that's pretty good. What I like to do is bring the water to a boil and then bring it back down, and so it just looks a bit like this. Just a couple of bubbles. But we want to put these eggs in something that we could tip the eggs in there. Let's just say none of this is going to work and you've noticed the eggs are fucked. Honestly, if they're at room temperature and they're around a 700 gram dozen, you stick them in boiling water for about 6 minutes, 6.5, maybe even 7 minutes. You've got yourself a soft boiled egg that does the job, and they're pretty great anyway. Look at all this information. What do we do with it all? You can put a splash of white vinegar in there. That helps the eggs to, I suppose, firm up. Like, you don't actually need it. If the eggs are firm, it'll be fine. You can put salt in the water too. I'll show you the swirly way. You don't have to rip into it, Ross. A modest swirl's fine. And here we go. You're going to gently but intentionally drop it into the water without f***ing burning yourself, please. Don't worry about the little ribbon shit on the top. Still egg, won't bite you. If you're going to drop in a second egg, you can do that, but I'd wait about 15 seconds. You don't have to swirl the water, you can just leave it and it'll kind of bleh out a little bit, but it's still poached, it's still fucking unreal. This is a fantastic time to put your muffin or your piece of toast in the toaster, and by the time that's done, these should be done. Happy days. Very nice. Something I prepared earlier, avocado on mine, that's what I'm having. What are you having on yours? Let us know. Bacon, page out of the newspaper. You better let us know in that comments section. Okay. Here you come, mate. Look at that. Look at that. Doesn't that look very nice? Into the ice water. Matey number 2. Very nice. They look very bloody lovely indeed. Onto the paper towel. Done, champion. That's it. If you're cooking lots of poachies for lots of people because you're a legend, just cool them right down in the ice water. You can leave them in there for a minute. That'll stop them continually cooking and then the yolk not being runny. If you don't like the yolk runny, just don't worry about it. And then right as you go to serve it, put them back in here for 30 seconds and then paper towel and serve. How about that? Obviously I'm going to say I like it, aren't I? Breakfast like a bloody champion, because you are a bloody champion, because I checked, all right? Right, champignons, as agreed, I'll tell you my solution for the swearing problem. The solution is The swear jar. We're setting it up on Patreon. The stuff that'll be on the swear jar Patreon will be like the way I want to make these vids. And if you'd like to support Julesy and I,
Hello.
the support would be really appreciated. Only if it's within your means. I'm not interested in making your life more stressful. I'll still put it all on here.
It's just swear jars where the swears are.
Swear jars where the swears are. You're a genius, Julesy. Right, champions. See you next time. Just remember, fuck jar Hollandaise. I'm sure I'm doing this hand. Goodbye. Fucking dickhead.
Okay, that's enough rock sets for now, I guess.
There's never enough rock set, Jules.